Love's for beginners, ain't no winners. It slips through your fingers, I ain't telling no lies. So F all the drama, F the karma. Just do what you wanna, promise you got time. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being whose mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Come get your future, know you wanna. She'll never betray ya, she ain't telling no lies. So break the glass ceiling, find your meaning, make truth out of dreaming, yeah. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being whose mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being whose mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life.
Question: did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one.
Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to you all. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, please. Thank you as always for your support and joining me. And I will take one or two callers today if anybody does want to come up. The link will be posted in the chat. Okay. So please do come on up and come on in if you have anything to say. We haven't had a live chat for a while. I only have a few updates today, nothing major. It's going to be a short show. And I think we'll get into... I'm going to go there today. I'm going to go there. I haven't put anything in the title, but there's a couple of things that I want to go through. Here's a what you wanted from wish.com and what you got before we start. Hi, Polena. Hi, Angelina. Hi, Karen. Hi, Dorothy Ross. Hey, Mabel. Hey, Jay Patterson. Happy hump day to you as well. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Chosen to be his. Okay, so. Okay, I see you in the back there, Mina. Thank you for joining. Right, let's go through a couple of things first. Completely unrelated to royal news, but this popped up today. And I wanted y'all's opinion on this. So there's this like weird, mysterious sphere that's popped up on a beach in Japan. Some woman spotted it in the early hours in the morning. It's about 1.5 meters in diameter. It just randomly appeared on the beach. And some people are saying it's a UFO. Some people are saying it's some kind of spying device. I have my own theories about what this is. I'm not going to say it out loud because I think it might be a bit controversial. But I want to know what you think this is. And you can say what you think this, no judgments whatsoever. Whatever you think this is, say it in the comment section. I just want to see if anybody else thinks what I think this is. But this popped up, and when I actually first saw it, I thought it was a joke. And then like all the major news outlets started reporting on it. So this is actually from Sky News. So this isn't like some joke article from The Onion. It was in Sky News and it popped up in several other outlets, mainstream outlets as well. So y'all tell me what you think this is, because I just want to see if anybody else has the same idea as well. In royal news, though, let us see. It would appear that nobody wants to come out and ring the bells for Charles. So Coronation's Ring for the King challenge was hampered by a lack of volunteers. Achieving aim of sounding every church bell in the UK would require 8,000 new recruits to come forward. I had no idea that they were even doing this, or that this was even going to be a thing, but apparently they were going to do this. Very ambitious. So the article says, an ambitious campaign to ring every church bell in the country on the day of King Charles's coronation looks unlikely to succeed without a last-ditch flood of volunteers. Achieving the aim would require 8,000 new recruits, but so far the Ring for the King campaign has only received 300 inquiries through its official site. Oh my God, I haven't even, wait, there's a site? Ring for the King? What? There's a site? I didn't even know this. Wait, let me try and search for this. Ring for the King campaign. Have a look. Ring for the King campaign. Charles. Okay, I can't even see a website. Not My King is coming up more than Ring for the King. Anyway, it goes on to say, organizers remain upbeat and are confident that many other would-be ringers will have got involved through local churches or bell ringing groups, but the campaign is urgently seeking new ringers to meet its aim of ringing every one of the nation's 38,000 church bells. The Central Council of Church Bell Ringers, wow, there is a council of church bell ringers, warned on Wednesday that time was of the essence, with new recruits needing about 15 hours of training. Is this a joke? I mean, this is in the Telegraph, but is this a joke? To be able to manage a bell alone. They have a council and this training, folks. I beg some squaddies sign up for this, see what it's like. It goes on to say, we hope that once they've experienced it, they'll want to continue to grow their skills in church ringing. Okay, obviously I'm very uneducated about church ringing. I thought you just pulled the damn rope and it rang. But yeah, that is that. Also, we're going to see if I get deleted by the censors. The talk of Peggy running through the rose bushes has started again. And just to be clear, this is all speculation. This was posted on one of those back alley internet sites, but they're the only ones like this one, Your Tango, and I think there's some couple of other ones that have been brave enough to actually say anything about this, about Peggy running through the rose bushes, and apparently he was running through the rose bushes with his favorite flower on Valentine's Day. Something interesting that I didn't know about the rose bushes was the event surrounding her marriage to David Rock Savage, and that apparently the marriage was announced only in about 3 days, and they announced their engagement, and then she revealed that about the pregnancy with her twins, and they married in secret in Chelsea Town Hall. So I wonder if that was just a quickie marriage because she felt pregnant. But I also do know the Rock Savage, like his aristocrat line apparently didn't have an heir. So I think they were like desperate to find someone to knock up to have an heir. So very, very weird about how they got together and how they got married. And now rumors of Rosebush and Peggy are coming up again. What I did not know was that there were um pictures. I never knew about the pictures. I knew there had to be something because the have to use coded language here. The Chamber of Head Wizards in the United Kingdom put a spell on the press so that they could not reveal the truth about about the wizardry. So we know that the Chamber of Secrets put a spell, and that is how we know that something was going on. But I didn't know what visible evidence they had, and apparently it was a picture. So, if said pictures do exist, we know that in the past, the press have found evidence pertaining to the royals and their extracurricular activities, held on tight to them before, and then released them at a later date. Now, obviously, in this situation, there is an ironclad spell on that the Chamber of Secrets put on the press. But can that be broken? Would somebody else who's outside of the jurisdiction of that spell post the pictures? Um, it's interesting, and it's interesting that this is coming up again. Yeah. Oh, I love your comments, the comment section. Okay. um, right. I only had one other thing to say, and then I'm going to read your comments, and then I'm going to let Mina speak. And if anybody else wants to speak, you can join the live chat here. Yeah, I'm not trying to get Tasha Cade by the censors or by the courtiers. Right, this popped up. I've never seen this before, but it's surrounding Samantha Markle. So, documents. Thank you, Megan Duchess of Advocacy Twitter account for posting this. So she found a police report that was filed in July 2019 saying that she was being cyber stalked by numerous unknown persons after the royal wedding. And at that time, she had 2 email accounts, 5 Twitter accounts, 4 Facebook accounts, 3 cell phones, 2 routers, and numerous electronic devices. This woman is not okay. She is not okay. The tweet thread goes on to say, a detective who is a computer forensic expert looked at all of Scammy's numerous accounts to include 2 more cell phones, issued a subpoena to Google for information on all her accounts. End result that there was no evidence of her accounts being hacked, no evidence at all. No evidence of cyberbullying after looking at all of the accounts Samantha named. Samantha went on to accuse accounts of putting out her personal information. The detective found those accounts were posting Samantha's many TV interviews, pictures, and posts she put out on social media herself. Furthermore, Samantha and her best friend or boyfriend reported to the detective that they were in a car accident. Paparazzi chased them off the road. Samantha admits she didn't contact LE, I don't know who that is, but posted about the incident on Twitter. Then this psycho claimed the same thing happened to a member of the royal family years ago. This is the person that's suing Meghan for saying that she was raised as an only child. Honey, she is not well. And I think that she is wasting everybody's time with that phony court case, and that she is going to be found out as a liar. And with that, I will now take Mina and anybody else who wants to come up and speak. Just a reminder, live chat rules, please keep it respectful, keep it on topic, and please respect time. I will give you about 5 minutes, and then I will ring the bell to let you know that your time is up. And just to wrap things up, please. All right, Mina, I will let you go first. Hello, dear.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing okay. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go right ahead, hon.
Okay. Well, I ain't surprised. Like I said, Judgment Day was coming and it appeared. Everybody's dirty laundry and dirty deeds is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That coronation is going to be a hot mess. I'm not going to be watching it, but I won't be surprised if the tomfoolery happens there and all kinds of stuff happens. So,
Don't worry, I'll take the hit and watch it for all of you and then report back.
oh, okay. I got a feeling it's definitely going to be a hot mess. So, I wish him and that woman of his all the best. Let me see. Scammy.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at a video that another YouTuber was doing and looking at the clips of Scammy. That woman is a complete psycho.
Mm.
She needs some intense therapy. And I'm not saying that to be funny or anything like that, but she really needs some serious help. Like, girl, you so worried about your baby sister who you ain't spent a day in a life with since the day she was born, and now all of a sudden you want to claim that you raised her. Like, girl, bye. You couldn't even raise your own kids.
Yes, exactly. There's video of one of her daughters talking about just how awfully abusive she was. And so I would hope that the court looks at all of those things when looking at this phony case.
I hope so too. And anybody who's taking her case, I gotta look at them sideways too, cause like, if she were to come into my place of work with this nonsense, I would be like, case dismissed, bye. Like, girl, get you some therapy and seek help ASAP.
Yeah.
What else did I want to say? I think that was it. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I don't want to hold nobody else up who's trying to speak.
No worries. So have you had a chance to get through all the spare yet?
Oh yeah, I actually finally finished it. It was such a good book. I actually read it. I actually read the physical book through the Audible, so I was able to get done quickly with it.
Mm-hmm. Nice, nice. And your
Yeah.
overall feelings now, having gone through everything?
About the book, it was good and sad, but I'm happy
Mm-hmm.
that he got his happy ending.
Yeah. Yeah, the prince got his happily ever after.
I just hope that one day he'll be able to have a relationship with his nephews and niece. That's really all I care for him to have
Yeah, yeah.
when they get older. But other than that, I'm happy that he's happy and he finally got his happy ending. And I'm so happy and proud that Diana was looking after her baby.
Yeah, of course. Of course. All right. Thank you so much, Mina.
You're welcome.
Have a lovely day.
YouTube.
Hello, Fatimata. Fatimata, you want to go next? Fatimata, are you there? Okay. Again. Go on, hun.
Sorry, yes.
Go on, I can hear you
My
now.
yes, my my connection is not that good, so it might cut off. Um, I just want to say that I don't know why, but I'm really nervous about this lawsuit from her sister
Okay.
because
Why is that?
whatever Megan does, if it's not dismissed,
Mm-hmm.
whatever she does, she will not win. If she accept to pay her off, she's gonna come back again for more. If she goes on deposition, it's gonna be this nonsense that they're gonna go through, ask her things that
Sorry, Fatimata, you're breaking up quite a bit, but I think okay, I think I get what you were trying to say. Personally, I don't think we need to worry about this. I think that it is gonna be dismissed. But thank you so much for calling in, hon. Maybe let's try and get your internet connection a little better for next time. But thank you so much. And I get what you're trying to say. And honestly, squaddies, I just don't think this is something that we need to worry about. So with that, I'm gonna wrap it up. I said it was gonna be a short one today, and I think Baron is on now anyway, or about to go on. So y'all can go on over there. Thank you as always, guys and dolls. And oh, I miss Megan so much. I miss her so much, but I'm sure she's just getting on with business and loving on her babies and her man and enjoying life. And oh, okay, Karen's just jumped in very, very quickly. So I'm gonna let you go, Karen. Just jumped in as I was about to go. Go right ahead.
Hi. Actually,
Hi.
I just signed on and everything, so I don't even know what the topic is all about. But I thought I'd come on and say hi and how are you? I haven't heard you for a while. Hi, squatties.
Hi.
How is everyone doing? Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We didn't really have many topics today, just a couple of
hmm
quick updates. But how are you
hmm
feeling about the I don't know, how are you feeling about the royal space and some of the things that have come out the last few weeks?
Yeah, I was speaking to my brother earlier and talking about the South Park thing, and I'm glad that they put out that statement because I find it's a joke as well too. It's comedy and cartoon,
Yeah.
and it's nothing that they should be, even taken serious. So everybody, it's not the first time, and everybody's going to have their is going to have their pitch. So this is just the media trying to grab on straws to try to pull them out. They're not seeing them,
Hmm.
hearing them, and they just want a reaction. So I
Of
don't um
course.
I don't think there's anything to that. Um, I don't think I got a chance to speak to you guys about this woman that was coming out about whatever. I don't think it's true. I think it's a lie because I don't think it's her. I don't think
Are you talking about Miss Wham Bam? Thank you, ma'am.
yes. I don't think this is a millions of dollars book, and I don't think someone would even put in their book about someone um, is who is just 2 years older than them and call that person an older woman. It's not an English way to speak. If it's an older woman, it's an older woman. It's not just a 2 years older girl. Okay.
Mm,
His brother is 3 years older than him. His sister-in-law is 3 years older than him, and they're just boys and girls and hang out together. So if someone is going to state an older woman, I would think that they know what they're saying when they say an older woman, and that would be an English way to speak. Someone who's 2 years older than you, being English, you know, um, you're just a girl in who is part of my circle. So I don't think that's true. And from the picture I'm seeing with the other person jumping up on him, that is, and I saw that picture before, and that's Chelsea that I saw in the picture. I think they were meeting, and when she saw him, and she was coming with another person, and she ran and jumped upon him, and I saw those pictures before. So I don't think that woman. She's just coming out to get some, I get some attention or something like that, and the media just
Yeah,
needed somebody to come out. Yeah,
because with those pictures, the press would have been the first thing the press would have digged up, and they didn't.
exactly. No, I saw those pictures before, and I saw him and Chelsea when they were meeting, and she jumped up on him like that, right? So, and he kissed her and stuff, and I saw those pictures years ago. So that's not it's not true. They're just pulling on straws, and they're trying to get information, but they're not going to get any, because with this book he shut them down. They have nothing to get. Everything, even he brought out stuff that they didn't even know. And I'm sure they're killing themselves that they didn't know these things, because they didn't get to make money off of it. And now they can't make any more money. So, you know, and the book forces, and also with that book coming out, um, is also forcing the others to come out with their truth. Because if you're going to debunk that book, you have to explain why you're debunking that book, and you have to come out with your truth, because he is telling you the story. He has the receipts for it. So if you're going to debunk it, you have to come with your truth, and he's forcing um, William, the father, everybody. And also, I think that
Because
story, putting it in the
they haven't denied
exactly.
any of it.
Yeah, and I think that story, putting that particular story in the book, it was something that, you know, um, for he was 17 years old, and for a child at that age, it's wrong. And he says it's an older woman. Okay, so that was somebody who was a pride, and also him going through what he was going through at that stage of his life. Okay, to me, this is someone who is crying out to bring that story out, and actually letting his father know that you weren't paying attention to me. You were
Yeah,
busy not looking after your kids. You were busy with your wife, and this is what happened to me when I was going through what I was going through. Someone took advantage of me.
yeah. And
Okay,
isn't
and
it
I think
interesting? Sorry, isn't it interesting, Karen, that nobody's actually really looking at it from that perspective? They just
yeah,
are kind of putting this kind of slanderous spin on it instead of actually looking
yeah,
at the
yeah,
serious side of
and I also think that this person is someone who knows the family, who is close to the family as well too. There's a reason why that particular line is inside of there, and it's being pointed out. Okay, if it's something frivolous like what this woman coming out with, there was no need for him to put it in that book. But that situation is a serious situation.
it.
He was 17 years old. Okay, and he's amongst his friends. He's having fun, and this is someone who went and have a conversation with him, break a conversation, because the person know that he likes horses. Okay, and that's the way to go about having that kind of conversations. And knowing him, he was getting into his prime, trying new things and stuff like that, and becoming a young man. Okay, of course, you're going to bring up a topic like that, maybe daring him or whatever it is, and he says, "Okay, let's go." You understand? So it's a serious situation, and for them to take it like that and trying to come out and making joke about it, like why would I put something like that if it's somebody 2 years older than me? Come
Yeah,
on,
that's true.
so
Thank you. Thank you so much,
yeah,
Karen.
not a problem. You take care. Good hearing you.
You too. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, Lightside just popped in at the end as well, so I'm gonna let Lightside speak, but she'll be the last person to speak for today. Okay. Hi, Lightside.
Hey, Anne, how are you doing?
Great, thank you. Thank you for coming in.
Of course. I it's been a bit crazy. I was planning on calling in, but I was like, why not? I haven't spoken to you guys in a bit. How are you doing? How's everything in Lisbon?
Lisbon is glorious.
Wonderful.
Glorious. I enjoyed Carnival, enjoyed the bashment party, and I have done what I said that I wouldn't do and gone back to the dating apps. So you will be hearing plenty of stories
You
of
better.
hopefully romantic, but lots of trash as well. Because to be
Yeah.
honest, there's more trash in the sea than fish to catch. So yeah.
All right. So I thought I heard you said Baron is on, and I know some of the squaddies probably want to jump over to his channel and catch him. It's never a boring day listening to Baron. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say a couple things. So in regards to the UK media, I have been taking my sister's advice in trying to stay out of the troll arguments on Twitter, but on occasion, I do have to say a couple things. And I think you noted this before with the publication from numerous UK-based media sources. I don't even want to call them legit papers or anything like that, saying that Harry and Meghan had an issue with the South Park, whatever. We all know that has been debunked since then. And I initially was thinking, I hope Harry and Meghan really don't even pay attention to any of them, because what I really think they're trying to do, since they have no access to Meghan, which you've stated, that's who they really want access to. Harry's great, but they really want Meghan. And because Meghan has been MIA for so long and they haven't seen Meghan or heard of Meghan and know what is going on with Meghan, they're baiting, right? They are putting these these crazy stories out there to the point where they're making stuff up and saying that, oh, they're going to sue South Park, or they're telling South Park that they need to take this down, or they have an issue with South Park, whatever the fake stuff they come up with. They all want a response. All they want is to touch grass with them, because they're not talking to them, they're not giving them any kind of information whatsoever to feed them, and they're starving, and that doesn't sell anything for them at all. So I think really the media is just putting whatever they can out there to see if Harry and Meghan will bite, and that's kind of how I feel about that. But whatever, we all know their game. It's old. uh,
Mm.
Regarding Samantha Markle, I don't think we can say enough about her. She's just not really worth talking about, but I also think Samantha is being fed and funded by someone on the UK side, and likely one of the media sources that we all hate, or just completely feel disgusted about. Her argument for whatever, in trying to sue Megan, or saying that she spoke badly about her and defamed her on Oprah or whatever, is garbage. We all know that. There wasn't any base behind that. Like you said earlier, there's nothing to be worried about in that situation, because I also think they're using Samantha as a way to get to Megan. Samantha
Yeah.
is family, right? Whether we like it or not, whether we like some of her family members or not, she's still somewhat blood related and connected to Megan. And that's unfortunately going to always be a string that ties them together. And as long as Samantha's bar is as low as the ground and lower than that, and she's willing to give up whatever so she can get a little cash here and there for any intel whatsoever on Megan, she's going to do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if she fed whomever court information or papers or data, whatever happens, in the future with this case, to that UK source. Because again, that's another thing that they would have connecting them to Megan. So I think they're really just desperate. This is all crying desperity, like all over the place in regards to that.
Yeah, I mean,
I
even today, sorry to
yeah.
interrupt you, but even today I saw another article that popped up, and it was, ex-friend of Harry and Meghan says that um, they haven't made the Hollywood A-list the way they wanted to. And when I went down the article to see who the so-called ex-friend was, I never even heard about this guy. Just
Mhm.
some random that they picked. So it's like, literally, if they do not have any news, they just have to generate it. And say we literally don't see Meghan for the whole year.
Right.
And by the end of it, people are slowly people are starting to realize they will literally just make up anything. Because
Hmm.
how can it be that we hardly ever see or hear from this woman, but
But
somehow we
she's on
know.
front page,
Yeah, she's on
right?
the front page. We know what she's thinking. Oh, she's depressed about the coronation. This, that, and the third. I mean, we don't even know if Harry and Meghan are coming. They might not come at all, or,
Right.
or to what extent that they will be involved. It's madness.
And can you guess what the headlines are going to say if they decide that they're not going to go? They're going to say that they got disinvited.
Oh yeah,
That's
Harry
what.
Harry and Meghan poisoned the minds of Britain by oh God, help me out here, promoting anti-monarchy sentiment by not showing
Right.
up or just something like that.
And she's going to be blamed for the "not my king" signs that I'm
Hmm.
inevitably, I think we're going to see at that coronation. I'm calling it right now. I think we're going to see a couple of those if they don't get to them. But yeah, I mean, I what's new here? Like this whole situation with the UK media and their obsession. Anyone coming out right now, going back to your comment in regards to the friend earlier, anyone coming out right now and saying they know something about Harry and Meghan is not inside their circle, because I
Hmm.
guarantee you their circle has been tight for a couple years now. Very
Hmm.
tight, right? Even when they came out with the documentary, I don't think there were any leaks to what was inside that documentary. And as we all
Yes.
saw, there were so many people that were involved in that, and some surprises in there that we didn't see before. People may make arguments saying, "Oh, we didn't see any black friends and stuff." It doesn't mean that Megan doesn't have any black friends that are close to her. It just means that they're probably smart and they don't want to be on TV or be shown up or be put out in the media
Yeah.
spotlight.
They don't want to be ripped apart the way so many of her friends have
Exactly.
been. Yeah.
Exactly. So, I think that we all know by now that they move very carefully. They're very careful, very intentional with the stuff that they do. And they're not gonna come out and say, "Oh, I have an issue with this newspaper. How dare they say X, Y, and Z about us?" They know the game already. That's like small fry for them, not even worth their salt whatsoever. So that's not something that we need to worry about. The last thing I'm going to touch on is Spare. I think that a lot of squatties have likely read it already, and I really enjoyed reading Harry's book. I didn't listen to it like a lot of people did. I know that was a different experience, but I felt like it was very well written. And in lieu of Spare's release, and speaking about the coronation, since we did mention it just now, I want to know from the squatties in the chat, not like how you think Meghan and Harry should move in regards to the coronation, but do you think, in light of Spare's release and the stuff that we found out in the book, do you all think that it would be safe for Harry and Meghan to go to the coronation?
Hmm. That's a good. I think that they are actually safe at the coronation just because there are so many other officials coming, that it would actually be embarrassing for the UK if there was any type of security issue or any type of security breach, if they had all of those officials, including international officials,
Yeah,
if anything happened. So I think during the coronation they are safe. I think any other time, if they're just coming to do their private work, I don't think they are. But I just can't imagine a situation where even if
if
someone
something
wants
could
to try
happen.
something, oh, I mean, listen, they had snipers at the Queen's funeral. So I just
Snipers is in protecting the royal
yeah, they were
family. Okay.
yeah, they were on the roofs with
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah.
So this isn't other than a literally like holding up a sign. This is just not a place where I would advise anyone to try anything funny.
Right. We know that, right? It's not. And I'm saying this like I'm playing a little bit devil's advocate because we know that it'd be stupid. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. But and I'm not thinking I don't want anything to happen to them, but every time I hear that they're going to some royal function in the
Hmm.
UK, I just can't help
But feel
but to
worried, of
think,
course.
yeah, and to think that it would be really easy for them just to be out of the picture for some people,
Of course.
and
Of course.
whatever that looks like, if something like that were to happen, God forbid, right? You can't get a life back, you know? So for me, I think about Archie, I think about Lily, I think about Doria, I think about the impact that those two have had on us as a community and the positive things that they've done, not just like out like on the big screen, but in private, things that we hear about after the fact, how they move. They're such an inspiration in general, positive force that we need, in today's world, and not highlighting them and putting them on a pedestal, but we need more people like that, and so I would really hate for anything, even if it was a mistake or a slip. I don't want anything like that to happen. I feel like mistakes can happen. And right now there's nothing, you and I and the squaddies know that there's nothing they can do to tamper the popularity for Harry and Meghan. They can say as much bad things as they want. They can try to attack her fashion. Good luck with that. They could try to copy her fashion. Good luck with that. They're really cool, chill, down to earth seeming people. And there's a certain charm and attraction around that with the people that meet them. And you hear people speak on that without Harry and Meghan knowing who they are. This is like real stuff, and that's not something that you can really dampen when you're dealing with someone like that. That's power right there. And I think that scares them a lot. And I don't know, you say the royal family has a lot of skeletons in their closet, so I hope that they're safe if they choose to go. If they don't go, I'll be fine with that also.
Yeah.
But thank you for having me on.
No, it's always a pleasure to have you on, Lightside, and thank you so much. All right. That will be all for today. I will let you go over to Barron's now. Thank you as always, everyone, and I shall see you tomorrow, okay? Ciao.
Love's for beginners, ain't no winners. It slips through your fingers, I ain't telling no lies. So F all the drama, F the karma. Just do what you wanna, promise you got time. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being no one's mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Come get your future, know you wanna. She'll never betray ya, she ain't telling no lies. So break the glass ceiling, find your meaning, make truth out of dreaming, yeah. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being no one's mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you